This is an honest review of the ZTE Zmax. I recently came off of Sprint with the Samsung S3, and instead of a 2-year contract where you get the phone for free, I had to finance the phone. So when it came to how much I was willing to pay for the phone, it was definitely a huge consideration. I've always been a fan of a large screen, not like the Apple iPhone, so it definitely caught my attention at first. But now that I've owned it for 3 months, I have some comments on it, both good and bad. The first good stuff is the screen resolution, the HD screen, the size of the screen. To me, those are all big positives. The fact that I can text message really easy, watching a video on YouTube is great, browsing the internet, using my GPS and looking at a map and zooming in on the map is so easy with this phone. But the downsides to such a large screen is it's a heavier phone than most phones out there. So if you're actually using the phone as a phone and you're holding up to your ear, you're not using like a Bluetooth wireless and you're holding it, A, it kind of looks ridiculous, and B, it's heavy, and it actually will, if you don't work out all the time, might actually cause you some sort of fatigue in your hands. That said, it is more like a tablet than it is a phone, really, when you think about it. And but as far as functionality and speed and the specs, this phone is great. It does have the dual-core processor, good amounts of RAM, good amounts of internal storage, as well as external storage availability. So if you want to add more music or videos. The camera is good, not amazing, but not bad either, so it definitely is good. The cell phone reception is great. The GPS works good. So all those little things you might not think about and you might be questioning because you don't know this brand, they definitely check out. Like, they all work well. As far as performance within apps and software and games, I have no apps or software that crash or that run slow. Everything seems to be running really well. So overall, I'd give this phone an A as far as if you don't mind the size. If you mind the size, it really drops this phone down to like a C or a B. So go into the store, pick it up, move it around, feel how heavy it is, and if that's a big issue for you, you're going to want to move on. But as far as if you're looking for a budget phone that does everything, that has really good specs, and you don't care about brand name, this phone has it. One other thing I forgot to mention is the battery. Great battery life. I would say I use my phone fairly regularly, not a lot of on the phone, but a lot of texting and checking email and things. And at the end of the day, I'm usually at 70%. I charge my phone at night, and so with the day's use, I'm at 70, maybe 65% on a heavy day. So the phone's battery is great as well. So definitely a great contender, especially in that $250 price range, where the other phones like S5 and the LG G3 and some of these other phones, you're talking $500 or $600 for them. So for this price range, you really cannot go wrong. The speaker is good. All these little details that you might not think about when you're buying a phone, they do check out. So when you are looking in the store at this phone, definitely consider it as a contender. I hope you enjoyed the review. If you do have any questions that I didn't cover, please comment below, and I'm more than happy to answer them. Thanks, and happy cell phone shopping.